Hello. It was your for that was it. Yamishra Wibia. Book launch. Principles of Sustainable Agriculture. Advancing Eco-Friendly Farming. Now, in this video, topic we know a huge because do you know say it's too easy, much easier to make money in 2025 than in the 80s, than in the 70s. It's too easier, much easier to make money, to become millionaire or whatever it is, billionaire or trillionaire than the olden days. You will ask me why. If we say, using our knowledge now, yenye free yen nananom hono, applying to the yenya with this particular knowledge ya aba as a technology, apply now a develop times 5. Because let me say first na yen nananom use horses and de two kwan a ene me no ye use crane, ye use train. Sometimes kwa first na train na bi mko 100 kilometers and bi mko 375. Baby I met here to Rome. Just 3 hours journey with train. But ocean distance on kilometers na ewa. And there will be the camera or person who train about 1 hour. So the same as Ghana. So person who ye or Ghana, you can. It's easy in 2025 and upwards. You just have to seek the knowledge. You just have to change your mindset. You just have to upgrade your total ecosystem. Mpanimfoɔ bu baby sɛ anoma a ɔmo takra sɛ ɛna ɔmo na ansana anoma a ɔmo takra sɛ no ɔmo tu bom a ansana me ne umienu yɛbɛhu sɛ ɔmo atu no ɛwɔ wiem no bi sɛ ɔmo wɔ adeɛ bi a yɛfrɛ no uniqueness. How many times na wonante a wɔhu sɛ anoma bi nam wiem ansana bɛhu sɛ anoma ne nam wiem no na de sɛ ɔmo make sound bi anaasɛ ɔmo make movement bi a ɛyɛ unique from the rest nti yɛ ka anoma a ɔmo takra sɛ ɔmo tu bom no ɛnyɛ no koraa na ɛmake noise no but the uniqueness na ɛwɔ saa anoma no mu no nti maame nkyerɛ wadeɛ mini picture me de bɛkyerɛw but o de obetuma hwehwɛ no net so research so wohwɛ anoma no bi wɔ hɔ na ɔmo tu bom no yɛwɔ sometime bi anoma no bi ɛyɛ migrate to some place ɔmo kɔ na ɔmo afɔm is sort of aloe baako die ne mu ana ɔmo di so nyinaa fɔm saa na ɔmo kɔ ebi mo so kɔ so a ɔmo yɛ no asɛ deɛ ɔmo yɛ demonstration no ɔmo hwim wa oto no ma be hwim wo so ɔmo timi tu no ma bom asɛsɛ nsen no ɔmo ka bom no ma kɔsi dua foforo so saa movement no ɛsanse yɛ uniqueness nti ɔmo make pen a wo a wote wo no bibi kra na ɛhyɛ waso kra wo behu sɛ no ma bi kɔ ɛno nti na me pese me ma wo kyerɛ sɛ this era na yɛ wo is so easy to make money but you need the knowledge and the knowledge ɛne no book no bi ɛna ɛne dɛ minum bi no ye besua mu ye befa mu adwene no ye senior no wɔne akasa bre bia wɔne ahye ne knowledge no but ɛno no ɛna odi bia kan ho no so yɛ dɛ wɔde twere book no sɛ de bɛyɛ daachi wɔni hɔ a meni wo ne nchima no yɛnde dɛ yɛhwere sa knowledge no could you believe say yɛn nananom wɔn nyinaa agya book wɔ hɔ a nkasa bre nkebe laki knowledge no ke na ake ye na nan bu ho no wotete ahan no ye nnuro but isanse na wonwene se bia obet ne ni ho sanka obetima atwere book no ato ne nti no wo free ho mu no e free ho nti to say me na na bi no wote ase pa na o yade o so no free eno nti Mr. Ferris wo se wo the knowledge no so ayere atwere book nti me no mbi no yenye dai yem patronize ne beboye je ba ko to wo bookshelves no na ene na ehia because wo nya nya ready so be ko agriculture mu a it will need you need it tomorrow. Principles of sustainable agriculture, you can't do without it in this era because of climate changes, because of challenges here, echo, because of weather, because of land scarce, because of unfertility of lands here, you won't face Ghana. Nti yebema na kwaba. Me mamu nyina so akwaba. Eni GM no domo a modi hwe videos. Yene patriotic fo hia modi eni je hwe. Yene miso edu hia modi eni je be hia hwe. Yene GH Cattle investments so hia so no ma hu se ni GM modi hwe video no. Modi eni je so mo pese mo join ya mi nhyira mo. Me say emre bi beba ye nyina no ye beto yensa ato aye end of year party a obi nti ase obeka se we mu nyina no mo yes for o makoji skedro bi but na nipa ni bi ase free enti say ya woda na no first time so da be share se we subscribe video no maye if you say ensempa na obetie no ese we enye nsem bia ye didi agro yeah like video no na share mo ma yen share e obebia hello senior me pacho akwaba
yeah, no, Charles. I hope so. Was your phone will be a way.
Yamiadum, ye nyina ho ye na mpacho mo so e.
Yamiadum, bibia boko.
Eda enyamiase. We there for why you mama share me check t-shirt shirt and so ya baba ye bia for some occasions fa.
Ehun here pa.
Sorry.
Ehun here.
Yeah. Every Mr. Ferris, ye nyina ye sharing the bia oni ye kire na de ntine bia beka say bia what it but book no a different and what the watch no ana ade ba ko no say the watch wo ne no o chinya mpo kire de foforo na a difference but book no de o train for with a specific aim and mindset say o pese wo ti ne ma bia senti no nti na ye nti no moma yen hyase na ye ne no intervene to it na yen hwe de betima boy no ye nche ye de link no so betum na obi wo question bi a waba aba bebusa no Mr. First dudu na animu e wo SOS but obi eni ho a onimu background nti Mr. ene de to start everything for the first time. Can you share a bit about your background and expertise in sustainable agriculture? What inspired you to write? But with the background, not to require before, say a bit also.
Yo, that's it. That's Mr. Charles. Now, Ubi as you tea and be as you better not say. Say the beer or better. Yeah. My background, Mr. Ghana. My background related to agriculture because then to me cancer be brave. Into the background I related to agriculture and then make a massive. Yes, Ghana, make I say time and make school no. There was one time be my father me call, not me call GSS, na boarding school, Jordan me call no na. Na me name subject I me could take it. Nti yako school on yako share some of the teachers, the counselors, na yadia mo. Etna hona yakasa. Nti no teacher ni bisa me say then pa na mpese me. So nam say oh at that time nam say my agriculture. So but make us say my agriculture no now to me say enim na change kakra. So enim na change kakra. Na Obibeka say what inspired me say my agriculture. Me grew up in the village. Now village was me grew up no. They be near parent the uncle farm. So uko school kra na uponga na say otria our farm on our farm work. Na me share me who how farm the traditional farming system is yet. Inti me nyina no my dream is the way your parent if I made it, me may try say if there's any improvement be an the agricultural sector. So into me GSS no na me imagine say better me agriculture. That is where the interest no shall say fee. So into me SS class so no me try so me agriculture SS Agri Memorial Zion Secondary School. So that time no that's no more friend. Into me Agri Memorial no near what teacher go on now or you're very very good when it comes to agriculture. So na debia na menekasa no say Felix so we high school a mepesa obeko kwada so mepesa obeko university straight away. Na me say adentia no so no, you have to be practically oriented when it comes to agriculture. Uko university ya unsu ahwe. Na me say oh, na me say okay. Into no or decide any share me 3 ma into me real school no. Na me say no, na teacher ya kan dey me follow. Into no me call kwada so agricultural college. Na me call me diploma and certificate in agriculture. Me really na say me cultural do high school kakra. So me cultural is not high school na me cultural cultural do high school kakra for some years. Me try cultural high school but na me share me level of education and I say me commend him kakra. So I'm tell you me call Mampong College of Agriculture. So under the University of Winnipeg, no more branch of Mampong, but now agricultural college. Into me call hustle. I call agricultural education, bachelor's in agricultural education. Na me wo kakra into me ho na akunya ne ba self me yadan me tukwan. Na me ba US ha. Into nam say me do 3 years. So na me jai na me ba US. Me ba US no. The first year no na to me say culture na fi mani kakra. So but not the interest was still there. I'm saying no, the way I'm your see can I say me has to send no more so your agriculture because minim Ghana de kakra. It is a idea measure has to send no more year on the entire me enroll into another bachelor's again. So now me call your bachelor's in agricultural studies now. Me call your master's in agriculture and food sciences. So now yami adom me course and I'm saying no, I'll say me PhD also in agriculture and food sciences. You know, agriculture and the yaya fiti our friend fiti childhood up to now. Until right now no me really and so me really me PhD doctorate degree and I was me be faculty na me chere at the college. You know, right now no, I am teaching agribusiness agricultural courses at the college. You know, there is a little background related to my profession.
Wow, enti we agriculture teacher at US.
Yeah, me agricultural professor at University of Howard, US. Yes.
Now I understand.
Yeah.
Ebusiafo ye mamu nyina kwa aba se ne no first time dey be share SOS ya misre wani die mu ma hye me check no se de mu ho ma hye me check nti no na ti mu say special occasion madam ase nyame nhira mo se wakriki video so misre se mo me share to the others no na mo ma yem follow ye Facebook page no so wo ani gie no so bra be join ye WhatsApp community no I want so ye share niema all this platform no Facebook no normal no ye ta patronize ye niema and our WhatsApp community so you share ideas and YouTube so no you post even motivational thought so every day until you subscribe na wo mia all notification me you know we say be and day be no ubenya motivational thought na ye dey ama me dey ba no na said he senior no ade ba ko mpese make can say could you believe how many knowledgeable people Ghana yellow so. Just say the two scales so all these knowledgeable people, all these powerful people, all these talented people here, you okay, you be here or Ghana, and then Kedia Bedi Ghana, or Munya be go bruchiri. In the name of something, and you don't think be shrimwa. And Tina de Misro saying, Come ye be no. Yen san come so. Now you're making a way, said the bay, even Chiana Achia, but a mui.
Right.
Chia ana de achantimui it is under regina ye senior what the abesha American na what they chire American kwara no moma yemfa book no na yeso ye making Ghana and senior obeba back but before so beba no obeba na yaso no nsa na de na akoyemfuo ni a che say na regina what the ma ye o YouTube channel yeso so no eno na yeso ya apply nti why ade by the way senior megina asemi so ansa na beto so no na maka mada ase because yenia baako wose me na wase pa wa ma no knowledge bi a knowledge no aboa ne papa na me ba me pani yenia ba na wa hu ni pakro ha yenia ba wose me na wase pa ma na pa wo knowledge bi a wo share wa mu se wa mu sa no hwe wo di man free enso so esa knowledge no e di sika bebrebe na bebre no nti ya da ase yentoa so your first question patrona me busa na me say what inspire you no what inspire you to write principles of sustainable agriculture me patro
Yo, but that's it. A very interesting book topic. So it's a COVID nearby, you know. It affected the food chain. So it affected the food chain. Even in America here, food became very expensive. And you know, it also changed the US food system dynamics. And in the US government crashed, as I said, all funded community food system and urban food systems and sustainable agricultural food systems. So, you know, it became a very popular subject. As a matter of fact, most of the universities and colleges are around now, they are all teaching sustainable agriculture. So, because what the US is known for is commercial agriculture, industrial agriculture, very heavily industrialized farming system. So, but they are also looking at ways to me sustaining the land now on one because now the land is being destroyed or degraded. Into the convention on Befa among make sure the land sustain agriculture. Into most universities, most colleges, more. But what motivated me to write this book is I teach sustainable agriculture in one of the colleges. I teach sustainability and then sustainable agriculture, sustainability studies and sustainable agriculture. But unfortunately, no, I was looking for a textbook. It will surprise you to know, sir, now there was no textbook around at that time. So to teach my student or to follow to teach my student. And that made me to think, so why don't I, since I already have the knowledge and the understanding of what sustainable agriculture is all about, why don't I start putting things together? So, into metenase na me share say me chiro book e chiro ya it became the textbook as me use in my sustainability studies and also my introduction to sustainable agriculture subject at the university. So that was the inspiration. The inspiration is we are talking about sustainable agriculture, but there wasn't much information out there. Most people didn't really have the textbook. They didn't have any materials when it comes to sustainable agriculture and what it's all about. NASA materials, no, and so with the knowledge I mean, then I started putting it together. So we have something to learn from. Yes, that is what I can say about that. Yeah.
Wow. Ebusiafo, and I the job because what I'm proud is nyamia ya don ye obia oba SOS obia obeka se bia no wo something to give to our nation, our motherland. And Mr. Felix is one of them. And you and me, ni betima testify say it's true. Enti misira mo ada, moma yehwe se ibenya sa book bi. Na enye sa American for no kwa unfortunately you say no wiase na ye wo no we are doing the yen kan Muslims in Canada. It say
Global village, yeah.
David and Goliath. Die wo so no wotime twe niam na bebre ba ne nchen. Enti say no wo hwe amanonefo na oma twetwe ye knowledge enkofo ni nyina na omde omakọ. Ena ye krom ye ni hwe. But ye obetime anya strategy a say the David use ye na wode ye no. Wode age ye no. Yesu so no Ghana ye betime aye. I don't tell me no me ye was patronize book yi. Because it me patronize book na it me apply the knowledge na ye benya free book yi mu na ye use passion na ye wo about agriculture na because the word sustainable eno na wi ase a ye dim ye tim me no me tim say en eruru because the direction of the word is sustainability. Wo de want here market on the word say eye obi e kasa eno no use sustainable because first no na ye wo in you can say na bibia na ye wo in abundance na ensure na ye wo in abundance na gold resources natural resources may in abundance but due to consumption na abrosuwa to the sense say ye hu de enye no anything all this yes raw materials the kofom. And they say no omo use the word sustainable and they say uko cars mo a ye wo how a ye dey car e sustainable uko business ma yes ye wo the way ye business ya e sustainable ni nyina komra nyina te say de na ye maame no ye papa no ye nana no mere bi atwam na omo ye omunfuo no na mfuo ntimi sustain the whole family and even the community because no mo ye exchange so no mo use sika but no mo timi ye no the exchange and nti ene na me pese moma ye patronage book na yenya yeso knowledge because when you apply this knowledge to the what ye ye heritage ye forefathers na then bibia ni ho betima defeat ye the pese ye even challenges in bakra na you can go you can overcome on it nti ye beko in next senior. What is the core message of principles of sustainable agriculture? How does it address sustainability, eco-friendly farming, and long-term agriculture success for Ghanaian? Now, I'm Ghana now, but no anti enso ye shemwa. That's it.
Right. That's it. So Osha the word sustainability on it owner. What is sustainability? Nina jina ekwan ebe fa so a yebe ye nyoma se na ebe ya the next generation almost be self-sustainable. So what that means is practices be a year and then it will not affect the next generation. So what is the book about? What is the main message? The main message is you are protecting today for tomorrow. So you are protecting today for tomorrow. There are little resources I want. So little farmland now want. How can you make sure say that little farmland now want? You are able to feed on it today, and then tomorrow too somebody will be able to feed on it. That is what sustainability is all about. So sustainability is not just one-sided. Your sustainability in agriculture, in business, in all other areas. So, but in all, no, the main message is how can we make sure the resources that are available, no, it doesn't deplete, it doesn't get degraded, so the next generation have nothing to use. So that is all sustainability is all about. So what I mean, use to business, for example, say what we call sustainability fashion. So bon say ntare bebree, so ɔhyɛ bɛyɛ 3 or 4 pɛ na bebree gu hɔ. Ibu hɔ koraa ɔkɔ no wakɔtɔ, but on use for about 3 years 5 years no use here. So and I say ɔtɔ atare na ɔhyɛ no one ɔnhyɛ no bio. So by your sustainability, you think about all this, because remember atare na ɔkɔtɔ no one a ɔnhyɛ no bio no. Do you know what went on to produce that dress? The carbon that was released, the energy that went through, the money that went through, people, the human labor that went through to produce just one shirt for you to wear it once and forget about it.
Yeah.
So if you are thinking about sustainability, you are thinking about say, okay, how can I protect the carbon footprint, my carbon footprint, send a better environment, it will not be polluted. So we have a lot of clothes in our wardrobes. So, and then also say, washer, sometimes even food. So you mean
yeah,
especially Obiboko restaurant, a buffet. A buffet in obedis na was a bebre na waseno. Just because of say so when you are a sustainability minded person, you think about all this. So in the sustainability cut across in very, very areas, how can we minimize resources so it will not have impact on our environment? And that is the core message. The core message of the book stress on agricultural sustainability. How can the farming practices that you adopt in our current farming system affect the next generation farming system? Because remember, food security is going to be an issue whether we like it or not due to population increase. It has been projected that the next 2050 we are going to see a spike in population, about 9.5 to 10 billion people. So, and if we are going to need about 70% more of food that we are producing today to meet that population, that should tell you, sir, we need a lot of things to adjust in our food system to meet that demand. So, you can see a cost to do what we are doing right now in food system now, a very difficult, sir. The next generation able to me sustain your mom when it comes to food production. To me, I can't afford.
Wow. Ebusuafo sɛ ɛnɛ no first na wode ahyia SOS a mesrɛ sɛ subscribe na ɛnya knowledge no bi. Movement we no mepɛ sɛ yɛnyina ne move ɛnyɛ me nko nyɛ Mr. Ferris nko yɛnyina ne move sa movement no. Baabi a woto sini no ɛhɔ na Mr. Ferris ba ɛna baabi a Mr. Ferris to sini no ɛhɔ na wo nso so knowledge ne ba. And when we the yakas and the nipa omo ye knowledge say no ahyia na omo move a there's nothing challenge ya omuntimi enye dey overcome it. Until obi to no nyim say when the sense go match there eja ye fancy wa. Yes I ba ba gi yi copyright ho ya. Eti senior me better was ewo said ye wo si ka but I say what ye the first question if you was there a definite defining moment here or experience that sparked the idea with the trade book no? Now first in the what in kind answer that me that say.
Yo, a very, very important question. I'm say, make us know in the first question, I'm say those time I near my menum and the encore farm no. Yes, a quite no more farm. Nyame me hu ni say na me shapa, but nyame hu ni say na omo farm you. Baku was about 15 miles away, and Baku was about 25 miles away.
Wow.
Until this year, you go farm ha.
Yeah.
Next year, you go farm ha. So, you go you free baby say you go pam. You go na so much the whole field. Until you go pam na chere say you go gather all the wood na ashino. The abuabua no egugu different places na ya to me I then edua yeah person edua. So into those farming practices no now I was thinking say is that how farming is supposed to be done? So that was the whole that's where the whole idea came about. So but the bottom line me redefining my mind as to getting into sustainable farming and sustainability now was when the COVID really came. I made mention of that. When COVID really came, to be frank, it will surprise you to know, sir, there were a lot of people out more America had. Now they were learning how to grow food in their backyard.
Yeah.
So, internet me publish a article on backyard gardening and how backyard gardening can affect our food system. So, bia try say ubedua baby kakra ewo ne backyard garden. But nyame hu ni say they are trying, but none of them have any idea what to do. In the na many lady be kasa Ghana. Na many kasa na tum say ne raho. Na also for about since Sunday was since na adanya okodua pepper na odua moko our friend tomatoes na odua okro na insu toye na insu na toye no eyiri afa ne farm ni nyina oginema also ogina insu no ma edu almost knee so can I say insu na be fa ni produce ni na akọ nti arehwa to no so now maybe start a few questions. Say okay. Now baby I could do a waterlogged area now. And I say waterways. No so in Sufaho. Now maybe I say bamboo or dear bamboos na no on in Sudaho. Now me say I didn't know could do on your man won't soon. So no so in Suno near this time crying I will say at all. Into no na dream no. Insu no enyambaye nti se saade a mendua bibi na me ankasa me find the kwan being water and sun and nsu na asase se ebeto so sa na wono na adwen na me say no the farming dynamics has changed so when him say high waterlogged area na waterways unkodua wo because anything can happen the climate change na you can want some no that is one of the issues. So, I also pelanda hiliga suta and yes, unyasa problem. These are all sustainable farming. So, since you are no money na will lose the energy you put in, the investment you put in is gone.
Yeah.
So, all the time and labor is gone to the drain. What that means is that you've come back to zero just because you did not apply knowledge. So, in your ubinaye, you just didn't apply knowledge. That is all. So these are some of the things your person for what to do. Send your buyer more enter into farming. They don't make those mistakes. The sustainability it cut across some of these things. So yeah.
It was your for Yadma Friday. Say the morning Friday be a live session. No? Senior committee say me more money say or betrayal. Senior committee say wow man or beba on chair baby or say the school na you try because or the wonderful topic biba. Me catch the me more money because what ya ni bubefu ye friend entrepreneur debtors. Mr. Mother, Mamu Monamane, into Momo nye late, Nyami Aduma Friday or Chinechi, 8 o'clock, Ghana time. Sina comment yen can be out, yen can be out. Why? Timisra Mamu, Mugirin fee, media Martin Watcher, Munyami Aduma Friday, the Abecoso, Ewo, SOS, I don't know. Every day, Biano, you try, say, you be share narrative and near BB because Operation Feed Ghana, no, I abroad. Na me say only for agriculture but an uncertain time who an uncertain time na ahomani free na abehia ana ebi nso so say twa na wahia ya circle na mfimfini na a single ahomani ebehia no for pe mo de mo hwe who an uncertain time hwe ni ye saa na operation free Ghana no ayama o man Ghana enti ye nwere faako ye nwere o baabia any agriculture and business in BBR to get everything together. That's our strategy. Makan someone any semeka. Mano hame. Yo, you better also. You better also. Me just send no first time soon I be share SOS ya. Me so see subscribe my like video na share on social media na enkofo so menya sa knowledge bi na almost so intimate fan to na more. Senior, who is this book meant for? What kind of readers or industry professionals benefit from most of from it? Yeah.
Yeah, the audience, it's not just for the student. It's made for everyone. Farmers, it's made for professionals, educators. So it made for sustainability specialists, extension agents. So consultant will be or interested in sustainable agriculture. This book is meant for that person. Now, moreover, so no, you're beginning farmer. Who if you na share farming as say. So if you na share farming as this book is meant for you. So a man idea what the expectations are, a man idea what to do. So say virgin land, land I are very degraded. What can you do to bring it back to life? So what type of crop are suitable for certain lands? To me, use as a guide. So even though I wrote it specifically as a textbook, but everyone who is interested in sustainable agriculture can use it. Like I said, if you are a farmer, if you are now thinking about farming, if you are a consultant, if you are a business person, even if you are, an educator, an agricultural teacher. So, use to improve upon their knowledge and also their practices. It's meant for everyone. So,
Wow. For obi kura be business na book no kura wai. Book no me we session we na me the link no ebe share a description mu. Unfortunately escape into my fan share but we we na make back na makwa in the description na show. And also be contact me. Ewo yimbe ya me de beto no. O contact me me the link na amount through way na wo so what you so. Oko Amazon na ohwe book na obehu onye bi na nso ready a ebeboa wo se de o sika no nti yebekọ ne akobusa no questions ne wi a na ka trip na ye de ye wi na me de link na tum na obi anso abebusa no questions na ya hu how eniema setie because you senior no every day bia no you know already no every Friday bia no or ha on Mr. Pamford ne ejedo ne Mr. Manu money Mr. Kwame say mpenfo no ebo din a mo share ideas every day bia or say maybe say busa senior what key lessons or insights do you hope readers will take away from principles of sustainable agriculture?
That's a great question, right? Yeah, says Osha Auto book now. The book is structured in chapter 4. So chapter 1, chapter 2, and all the way to chapter 13. Na Nina no topic ekamwaso. So one of the most important chapter maybe farmers should be more interested in Somoto book now is the chapter 2, which talks about the concept of sustainable agriculture. Okay. What is the sustainable agriculture all about? So why sustainability? Why do we have to even think about sustainability? And who should be concerned about sustainability? Is it just the farmer? Okay, is it just, when we talk about sustainability, it will surprise you to know, say, even in your home. So okoshe shower sena wujaria. Oyeman sunisi su the whole time.
No.
So ubo ha obeman sunisi the whole time obejare.
I know you're more munchia be no.
Sustainability ni ani who nifie bon say o light sisi so unifio but bon say o light getting busy so sustainability ni bia and you are thinking about how to save energy. So you are thinking about all that. Who should be concerned about sustainability? Not just the farmer alone. So even family people are also in there. Business people are also in there. Students are also in there. So and then importance of sustainable agriculture compared to conventional agriculture. How did sustainability come about? What are the goals? Because our share sustainability in itself, it has 3 pillars: the social, economic, and then our friend, the other one that me refer. But these are all, and also the need for sustainable agricultural development. So we share the 3 pillars na make one seminar. So I'm me kind of has because that is the main core of what sustainability is all about. So the environment. So the environment, you talk about the environment, environmental sustainability. You talk about economic sustainability. You talk about social sustainability. So you realize that it is not just agricultural sustainability, but every aspect of human life. So you think about that. So, that is one where Mayor Mancrofu Eniako chapter 2. And then the chapter 3.
Any pachinya botreba mnanem say. Oh, okay. What I hear to say, yeah, my family say because naka the last 2 no and say the last back one. Was there a particular chapter or session that was challenging or deeply meaningful for you to write? What made it stand out? Yeah.
Very good. I think it's me combining in so
yeah.
So the chapter 3 of the book talks about systems, approaches, and techniques for sustainable agriculture. So sustainable agriculture, what goes in there? What systems are there? What approaches are there? What are some of the techniques that you can use? So we talk about permaculture. when you talk about permaculture, what is permaculture and the practices of permaculture? Biodynamic farming, regenerative agriculture, and then you can so or rejuvenation in the account. What is climate smart agriculture and what goes in there? When you talk about irrigation, so nowadays one of the problems that we are having is weather related issues. And for a very long time. So dry season crane and suto, rainy season enter until we are seeing the changes. So we have what we call climate smart agriculture. You have to be smart when it comes to climate. And how do you do that? You adopt certain irrigation systems. So book that section we'll talk more about that. We talk about crop rotation and diversity. So what kind of crops can you use in your crop rotation program? When you talk about crop diversity, so what can you add into your already farming system? Biological pest management. So enye de bia na we use fungicide or use insecticide and as a pesticide. Ye de bia na be use your man. So nature has made it in such a way say there are beneficial insects, and those beneficial insects are able to control harmful insect. So if you spray, what that means is that you are killing those beneficial insects that are also helping to control harmful insects. Until say BBR. So into that biological pest management system, that book talks about insect way because oboa our field. So insect way jano. If you cry no will be on moton okoto now will release it into your field. So the book will show you some of those insects. Now soil conservation and management, agroforestry, organic farming. What are some of the systems when it comes to organic farming? Verticulture, permaculture, or friend vermiculture. So Nina will talk about that. And one area there are a lot of chapters, like maybe I said up to chapter 13. So, but these three chapters, and they are very critical. I'm coming person could be a issue. The introduction, the ethical, chapter 1, chapter 3, chapter 4, and then chapter 11. Chapter 11, it talks about biotechnology and sustainable agriculture. GMO. This is genetically modified organism. Is it harmful? Is it going to affect our agricultural system? So it's our section explain what biotechnology and sustainable agriculture is all about. So what are the benefits of biotechnology systems in farming, and what are the harmful effects and all those things? This chapter will give you some examples. So example of genetic engineering, examples of biofertilizers in agriculture, examples of precision agriculture, the challenges that we are facing, so and also examples of the pest biotechnology pest management strategies. So and so so these chapters now me process and crofo etumi to book na omo ebe share ho na mate ho no ase na ebe bo in their farming operation.
Wow. Hey. Senior, you better was it. You mean sure on it emrepa when you my and there be a oba ebe chere at the foforo. At the foforo neso so the would book number. Said the senior I wouldn't one of the comments, I think say me try to me so to not only for agriculture but for life in general. Knowledge and good information is kept and stored in books. Yeah, because sometimes the mind of a human being, etimi touch it, etimi problems kakra, fort kakra bem, but book ni deɛ sɛ antɔ nsuo mu a ɛwɔ forever. Tina books no bi wɔ hɔ a me no me nyina no yenyine ba na book no da so wɔ. Yes, stamping in it. Na sina na nana ohene Hayford ebusa say how do you get the hard copy? We say your traditional way of reading book. Me I say title me sa kindle just say I don't just say book ni kura say I go say book wa yam no ebusuafo mon comment sisi e ma me hwe. So woni me ya adwena book wa yam no no bi ma otimi say wote pampan bi ewom. Wote ink no ne book na kasa paper no wote say ewo sent bi se mo ne me ya adwena. Oh, but say oh read is we na or na I am say yes so phone no man no. Okay. I find it so difficult I find it so difficult to read on a phone so say beti me book no
Right.
bi me reading there, And ye no na ye hu no me pacho.
All right. Sonia or Hine for the canon. Right now the book is in the Kindle form. So the idea is Sonia Baya will be able to be. It's a Kindle form now and very, very cheap. Very,
It's
very
true.
cheap. So
It's
very,
true.
very cheap. Yeah. Sometimes can even get up to less than $10, which is very, very cheap. So, the idea is the money will become a hindrance to have access to the book. My students, that is what they want. They don't want a friend and hard copy and they want it cheap. But maybe as time goes on, may find a way I make me convert into a hard copy or more money and make me turn directly from
Na
there.
me pacho we dey mean twa no as I said ye can dey bia no every time bia no obi kasa utie ni ye utimi nye business opportunity. I think say the time has come SOS so be business opportunity because a jedu book no Mr. David Edu last week also ye launch also book and then ye launch Mr. First there omo nyina ye SOS impering for also book the same hard copy na bia na nkofo busa enti say be dia that means say yen for production nko Ghana na yen siki printing a year obetimi a guarantee say book yi mi no maye ya price no be sustainable as the word mean no but only me ya gane.
Yes. You say me wo hard copy no. Say we dey our Kindle. Say the hard copy na dey. I have it. So it's still a soft copy, but it's in a PDF format. Made to me.
Okay.
I send now my printing out. So
Okay.
but it's not in a book form.
Yeah.
Say you'll be able to publish it there, able to convert it into a book format, able to print.
Wow.
So yeah.
You try as much as possible say you benya obi obetimi atake do mummy no book no na etimi aweke on it. Yeah. The one but wutie no say woni obi nso so a wo yes adwuma na ozo so no betimi ede wide number. Yeah, now we are senior Duke and now we are your students as well as we to need that hard copy. Yeah, we feel it your canal. But inform the link now. Now pese obeka abreshemu encourage motivational bibia na say wo question bia pese obusa na bibia na anasa wo pese wo ma contribution bia na the link na to brana ebe share idea no na yes senior so hunu tedie ye kan no won so de oye no o de adepa na o de adwene o de senior babs say yeah also ye me kan no also enemy adwene na na for say yeah or what or yeah grateful ke babs so Ken ya mean share I was supporter of this opportunity ya mean share woni ebusuafo nyina mu a mo support us no I can say thanks ya me ebe you see asida no eni awie ya nti ya beda mo se e say nyame adoma Friday no yes our life nti no enne no nya de e beche too much enya de e beche too much nti no because Friday no entrepreneur debtors no a idea more than hard copy. Because yenyina ye career ourselves as entrepreneur. Na ye hia debtors no ye. Yeah, ye hia debtors no ye. Na nipa o de ba nso no ono so no ye obi a teacher ja ono obetena mu na o ka se bia na we ntia wan hwe a obetwa o man ti no. Mr. Wada, my mom makes it. Why? Na yes as in comment ni bufu asembeba. Obeni
Abofra.
Ebuja bomo hu di oga say you know. What the mo hu am comment ma why that. Aje du bache mo akaba.
Yami Joso.
Me ji se we na bibia boko so.
I don't have any experience here, Jinam. I don't for Yami.
Ah. Am kasa wonka. Kam yamba ka to aso.
Edi kai senior radio teacher mau you better was it. I think say you are leaving a big foothold, a big legacy in the agricultural industry, no. And I think say book is very loaded because say sustainable agricultural. What can I say sustainable agricultural Bible and ebia Christopher no do na no better more. If you say I'm saying this day and age with the climate and any weather and any the way near see such information and such blueprint is what we need. Yen nyinaa tons asase, we have to 10 acres, we have to 100 acres. Yɛtɔ asase no wie a your first concern is sɛ yɛdwiri so nyinaa yɛdwiri biribia to gu no yɛhu sɛ asase no da hɔ yantam ba wokenkan books bi sɛ yɛ a ɛbɛkyerɛ wo sɛ saa nnua no a wotwa gu no wosɛe asase no na mmom sɛ nka wodɔ gu so na wogya gu hɔ ma ne porɔɔyɛ time a wondu saa stage because wontumi nyɛ
Oh.
mebakyɛ mote me nka
Me bacha ade ya fe de te ko yi.
adamfo nyɛ nyamefoɔ no ɔmo keka ɔmo ho nti sɛ wokenkan books ni sɛ a ɛboa wo ma wohu sɛ anka wohyɛ aseɛ sɛ 10 acres na watɔ ɛna ebi a 5 acres na woyɛ na fie a wobɛtumi adɔ 10 ne nyinaa but deɛ woyɛ na fie no na waconcentrate na woyɛ ne nkakra wode agric rejuvenation strategies ne nneɛma no a yɛkenkan wɔ ha no ɛhwɛ mu a wobɛhu sɛ nwura no a wodɔ gu so no a wanhye no a ɛɛporɔ no wobɛdu hɔ no na wonhia fertilizer mpo na wode ayɛ adwuma because of some of these sustainable practices the water content no sɛ asase no bɛdry no wafɛfoɔ no ɔmode grade akɔsii so dwiri yɛ compact yɛ no nyinaa no ɔmodeɛ bɛdry ba wodeɛ no yɛbɛka sɛ wakɔgye aduro ɛnyɛ biribia because you are using the sustainable agricultural bible yeah senior atwerɛ de ato hɔ no so let's get copies ma ne mmɛyɛ wowɔ farm manager pebi ma no ma ne nkenkan anaa wo ne ne ho nkɔmmɔ kyerɛkyerɛ ne mu sɛne adeɛ no teɛ because yɛayɛ used to just last week na me ne obi kasa wakɔtɔ asase na ɔpɛ grader de akɔ akɔdwiri nnua na ɛwɔ so no woka kyerɛ ne sɛ ma ne mfa grader nkɔsi so ɔnte aseɛ adɛn ntia because baabi ɔno hu yɛ no asase no da hɔ yantam enti ɛwɔ sɛ ɔno nso kɔdwiri so nneɛma bi sei no boa and I would say we are very grateful for such opportunities ɛboa ma yɛhu sɛ at least mpanimfoɔ no ɛtwerɛ nti nkwalaa no so yɛn nso yɛdi akyirɛ sɛ kakra yɛ nim no yɛn nso yɛntwerɛtwerɛ nto hɔ about printing no me ne obi di nkɔmmɔ wɔ Ghana Charles Mami obi contact nti last week me ne di nkɔmmɔ sɛ ma send me one of my books no copy ama no nti when he's able to tell me how much the printing will cost because no can be about color any pictures any idea woman no enu ni nyina ye determination factors nti say he sounds somebody who is very professional and someone who is very knowledgeable about adwuma na ɔyɛ no nti when I get much information anyway at least when he's able to print a few copies of mine when we agree a memo then we can send him that PDF no no wahwɛ na afei yɛahyɛ aseɛ because ɛno nso bɛboa ma yɛanya copies ni bi wɔ fie to our brothers and sisters at home sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a books no nso bɛtumi akɔ na amanfoɔ nso ayɛ nsa aka bi so senior yɛda ase papaapa yɛda ase we are very very grateful very I'm more than happy because one motivation of me I say when I see a fellow brother write something, when I see a fellow brother leaving their knowledge and legacy behind, I want to throw my weight behind it and let it stick and let it stay. Say you shall see with Obenda books are enam motivation, inspiration, no said the enam near see bano. When you are no more, your voice will still be here.
Mm-hmm.
When you are no more, your knowledge will still be here. And for generations unborn, they will come back to it to know, say, you lived a life worth living. I am very, very honored to be part of this great group. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I say anything I want me to until will be anti one can.
When you are no more, your legacy will remain.
Yes.
And you do not know. Or no, the banner the better. It is said it was not a form. I wish you for a jet also on last week and a year or also the how ubetimi aye agriculture abra won kobo banki epunumu won call government on go busa no NGO bi an busa miske bia ko ejedu na ka say ko anko ko to book ni bi na wo way left na we right na wo kan bomu a there's no this challenge ni ba won't me face it because every day bia no yesua bibi wa that already no your more videos were agriculture, livestock, and crops. Your business, Yankofo show my ideas, teachings, many thoughts and motivational life experience. And there's more, the more to yet to come. It's a moment say more be subscribe, now more be recommendation to others. Now, one thing is moving together. I just do last time I can say me was say when we move together now, we go far. I just do batch me work.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
If you want to go faster, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you move together.
Yeah, that's it. Nti openi kase we na say and one nti we ye beto aso. Yeah, ade ba ko a me pese me dey ye mon kai bo ni say ye was some channels bi a edura bi na enye se bope na afoma ni so. But I think say I have to list it. Nti basa na kasa say na me dey abego na mo amahunu channels na ye ka no. And one of the channels make sure some mobile bomb and some mobile na mobile subscribe or need the mono. Said a bay yes, you best support to any anomono, the almost jumedia moyeno. Ye will be to say Mr. Pamford or the channel a year Pamford Prince. I think so. Yeah, me Uba WhatsApp community what they are Ube home. A dinner I hear you tell them because I mentioned that about more than said metre no. Ye senior comet. Ompeo meka. Senior, you so be me but a channel beer and also a motivational. Mr. Pamford Diano at the old far practical way. Mr. Cometi Diano at the old far motivational. A teachings yankasa, a motivational cry, a teachings, direct teachings. And you walk a deuce dive. those deep dive on so ho ejedu ya okasa onso so de onso so de ne lifestyle ena odi de eye asidama wo nti wo utie ejedu ne lifestyle na all the because one thing I was say you make it sure and the one thing is common a clear and say and a life lesson ma learning and I wish I knew no say education or any age. Education has no age. Ubetimi yakwala, ubetimi penny, who were the same knowledge, Yeah. But when it comes to life experience, yeah. I know the who yakwala experience bu wa ultimate ntake. Mama yensha de we so. Life experience, at this age and na etade kasa asem no. Enti eduro bi a opon enkyere dodo a wadie no. Se wodi olonka nkyene a was experiencing different. Wodi nkyene bottle a was experiencing different. Na wodi teaspoons also a was experiencing different. Nti momo dey say mo be subscribe to this channel, Strategy for business. And now no be that I say so. We must subscribe to most of subscribe. I do deep dive. My subscribe most subscribe. Mr. Pam for there, my subscribe most subscribe. There are so many channels. Mr. Ferris so the channel or no so there no to support or no so ni jumedi odi. Obi any say Mr. Ferris for yourself. One can't you know. Me am you hwehwe because say Mr. Ferris for yourself. Enti yena yetu kwana yenim baby som no ye betimi ne na asore na ye de asom omo bi anso omo ye live ewo Facebook so omo kire nti se wo follow ni Facebook page ni nko ade a omo ye live na obehu ye betu yensa frɛ opani na nyame adoma Friday oni ye be konchire mu no odi ye be wura nsuo ni mu na wa boye sukro no na waye no senior comment.
Hello, boss.
You say we both for me, but
Oh,
yes,
there be boom for you. I'm penny for my church, Mr. Felix, Mr. Du, and I'm Mr. Chance. I didn't check as your mama. When I'm penny for my decay. And I must be brave. And I must
do with you.
Underground manager, and the guy office supervisor say, "Oh no, your boss."
There be. Ya make any answer near Tiffany Ashafuni na Yadin Chakas Yamamu. I am a ninja said this round table may a part of it. Meaning SOS round table may a part of it. Na ubi our platform no so bia may admire. Bibi biara mu ye bia may admire ubi biara. And I wish you say one day, I can be like you guys because I know say and and the kind of knowledge information is a model. One important thing I mean say I hope you see na one more fan of cry no. You do baby I would na dream one won't yet. But some mobile board na mo chere near mo baby near so chere mo calm it down and me atene maybe asinti. I appreciate more the and I know say you were a good network mo. Inti Mr. Felix abetena abrochiri. Why book e satisfy abrochiri. Minu yaba be hu. Say see the me bisa nyina ne say on each and every one will network so. Just see to it na hwe say our education service network bi ana. Our how bia we betimi be pushi this book so say yensu be value ana. Mo say moody politics achi. Where the underground fafa form. Fafa actually. For who be? Now we so a valuable something yensi crown you bet me be benefited from it. Most Ghana. Na man jayan to more better than yet me Ghana. Because at the end it is as a penoa, pa will be pill. this is the time we have to start appreciating our own. Media baby I'm a kobia and I'll make sure say my books need it make an wansem. Jamaican yan is Madam Asibre. And Sadia I am mokasi you bet me change books ni be their core other languages. Mesre I am on farm into form na munhwe. There be Mr. Felix be a there would try you know. Ubetime nya bia ma yenso your continent na because well and under normal circumstances it doesn't matter, you can pick anything from anywhere and bring it down to baby I want a level, but and you bia na bia obenya sa adwene no watimi apeki bibi no translating it to on a level no this ubetimi na ubetimi calm it down bit to the understanding of the Ghanaian level na ubetimi beboa the Ghanaian one. Yani budget by then we will push it. Any pekran as saying I to be go. As saying I top as a 10 go on near force on Crawford to read. Yeah, not a boost to Monswa more books, no. Monsmo way say. And I don't know. Now saying I've developed the habit say as a book collection. And that is what Masha says may say hard copies nearby a be good because it will be very nice. A big souvenir. Me, I see it as a souvenir. Say one day, met me actually will be say, Mr. Felix, Mr. Du, nominate what platform be so. And on one in
that time na Okoje Dunche also book appointment for 1 month before.
Sir, inti media me shamun crying. Me shamun crying. But I make an say munim dieno. Yadam as a man fancy. Sometimes more casawa munim say media me personally me come and me come movie. Media I pick so many things out of it. And who say boame. Whatever that goes on, who say boam. Say me casa be crasses. First na me cra we say be and detox no ba no. The more na ye din commanding commona no. In same be on must say me try say me be manonka. Yeah, Madam Asibre. Jamaican say thank you so much for being part of this group and sitting by the round table.
Thank you, Senior.
Thank you.
Boss, now one
Thank you very much.
one inviting go Friday, no. Senior comment.
So I know I'm the firm last week in one.
Okay, also detox.
Wato nugget atum na wo.
Me na man
I call to action so at I say.
Yeah.
I didn't be an affairs and na me won say means me detox no I say me chance na me jai sa asem neka. And I Ghana for sa asem no.
Yeah.
And adwuma and I Ghana for inti besama Friday mu de mombra na yindi nkomo na yentutu yare bi emfie ho beno mienu yetutu yare na ebeboa me yehu niema different ebeboa me understanding be different your approach to be beyond be different madam asibebre.
Wow,
That's it.
Thank you.
What do you for? I mean, sure.
Me ba just a detox na o kan no won ti ase a. I say ye be ye ho aduru. Nti fiada entrepreneurs ye be ye ho aduru.
Sure.
Aha wa winnim asako ba fa bento abra. Winnim asa ye be ma waduro ni bia nom. Winnim bia ya ye be punu. Nti ye be punu ye ho. Said ye wo hospital a wo ma ye si o no maduro bi no mafasi duro kakra na mfa wo yam na wo so nti. Aha nti ye be ye slimming course. Ewo ye adwumanum. Ye be num nduro. Ye be kam no kure bi a epem akoma. Efiada nti wo ba no waboa wo ho enye den ya etwade ne bi bepem wo suban bi wo ho a ye besesa ye ho afiri ho efise ye sua de no ne wo se ye gya niam tantan bi egu yachi se usua de ko wanim wonim nimde bi wa hye adwuma bi ase na kasa bi da so fra wo kasa ma ye nto wa de se wo ton niam na wonim se de ni nipa kasa eno ne sa yare na ne ye bese nti detox no mo de brofo akese be ha ya adwen ya wi school memene da ya resource nyama ye no mesere mo ye be ye ho aduro nti ɔmo ba no ɔmo ka borɔfo akɛseɛ na ɔde me nsoro yɛbɛ breaking it down na da mo ase.
Sure.
Mo ni kasa. Mo piafo. Wow. Ebujiafo you have 10 minutes na yesi a yenko questions bi a beba ye. Ye maame me de mini pakro was say thank you wonderful teachers. Na obusa book no asem but maame wo check here me the link no abrel serebe ya onso betimi anya onso copy. De nso a hard copy ba mi so wo de o beje eno so aka ho. Senior committee kan was say wono ahase a wo ye boost correction. Me no ma tra se me di bi seti bi ofie na babia me so mo we so ye. Nti hard copies no na ya dia na me kasa no a sound of scent ni ne I want to touch it ni ade nti no yeah because duru bi na phone me ntimi use but me kura phone I want me kura book na want me ka je say ade nti na babia wo tie no na wo use book na already me ka se ma bia wo kura wo fu but me kura phone dia bit ma ka je say dia me ye ne hu hia se me kura phone na ma ye but se me kura book bi a nti yeah, I prefer book no. Nti mi say mo ma yempe book ni bi na yemfa toto ye shares no. Dachi bi no obat wona say o ya no ya obetimi afa book na ko ready no ho ade kro ntia say o papa da bia no kasa asem e kire no. Yeah. Ti mo ma yen patronize all the channels here making those deep dive. Mr. First Facebook page na or share oni share na sorry so no obetimi ada wanti man kwa so no wodwuma kwa na wo de to channel na wo ye wo channel na se bibi na obetimi a follow up na oye ade ba kwa ye mo na se upon se oni e be program nyina wi no otimi sa nya mara so e de ye ni sofu dwuma and that's wonderful. Yeah, that's one I say ni sofu dwuma nyina na chi no wo kira de nyina chi no sa nya mara e ba SOS ba be kire ade nti moma yenhu na ye accept how omutimi se omumre ede ye de MI.
Brother Charles, Patrick Mamenfa dear Bako in Chum. I think say nipa 18 na wa on. Na me pesa me kan sen bi kakra. Say TikTok this social media no, it's not about numbers anyway CBU. And with the algorithm no, systems na air pick. Intimate one kasa wo de ya hwe the kind of name I wish we YouTube say and one kasa de be a pop up. Enti se wo subscribe to channel bi na use a channel no notification aba wo de me click so na kotie because the issue is say YouTube algorithm na system na kasa hu say ne subscribers kra enhwe na ade a wa post to a omo encourage enfan konkoma wo bi foforo.
That's it.
In enuntina na as a wo ye subscription no me yes and no adentia because me tests near bi ahwe.
Okay.
Inti how near no ye adwuma no ene dia masua na say matia ama me use no inti na na mpesa me hwade inti mesre wo de 1 minute kra just tie wo de detox na bi na me bekan utimi ko hwe sabio de add value bia to wo and no bet me gina ho be say 3 hours wo bobo no repeat wo yes a platform is men fan me bi men meto so wo be hunu nyansa sabio fa che me afọwede akwa to sa platform no so na nka bia bibia nka ebeboa no eno no de wo forward unya just time enhwe enti ade ne de se wontimi enhwe na wo support a sadia enkoma YouTube algorithm system because enye nipa na ehhehye system na ehhehye enti ohwe behavior ohwe ne ma wo hwe ene wo de push sa na ma no enti so ba subscribe na meka se forward to subscribers now wo hu a wo nhwe no ene na chese bia nka study YouTube be push it, but other people no be interested. That is the concern. And you be intimate more yenhwe and I'm when you me no idea na me sua said other people on more YouTube channels no make me be advice you make me be help you say okay say ni say na before say ebia work at the moment. That is the reason why. To me, that must be move follow. Yeah, that must say. Yeah, that was it.
Wow. Ebuchiafo asema Mr. Kwamete kan me am personal no me sua bi. But saa asemi o kan yesi no ma dwene ma so. Se notification ba na se won hwe na etimi eye harmful no. Because me kai say after how to to identify say a strategy for bees no ho no. First message video by na me subscribe and me like me not all notifications video be by but by na say poppy by na modumam it meant me anye but I found a reframe and say min kabio and them say see them say two now there by me boy see ya comment
Sorry. See every day be because me studying every day be me
yeah
drop
because and also so you powerful too because every day be a man also and so favor and you know the way and the and one is a matter who say every day piano. I'll find a way said a baby answer no make me said the can because and mama you because me who me say minyame adona minya na mede ne makon makwa na se ma comment because se me hwe video na me comment a ada say me hwe na call bi be see mu ana ayede am maintain comment but like ni die once me wura mu no de like ni die ayede
just we no me ka de aboa ye 18 people na wa ha enti say wo kra wo notification no mbe hu obi a notification na obi a hwe kakra ebe bo mbe hu so subscribers na ni je ho enti omani je ho de na ya de papa e betimi asan de ama other people
yes
tisa
and it's
sana
true
on it yeah enti me da se be
because no person obe forward the message ama obi a obe refuse you
and you're interesting to people on forward it. Yeah.
It's true.
But that's it.
Me so me that's pa nyame shira. Nti enuanom ne adofo nyame adom Friday ye be de toso ye ho. We de brofo be brofo mu no be ka so de yen na twi kran yen say ho ya de se de ejedu be kan. Mr. Ferris.
Yes.
Wo bibia me de won kwa wo ba. Me de camera na me ma won kwa wa ye we center na wa
me ba cho nyabutre me say we can say Mr. question if I join one question ma senior Mr. Felix and sana wo do the number na ya close senior me ba cho isi awu krom ha we are agricultural professional me ba cho who plans be what are your plans for Ghana, whether it is personal or in a bigger picture, small, from small to a bigger picture for Ghana, or plans in a day?
So that's a very important question.
Yeah.
So,
Ejedu.
About Bemedin.
Two things on a personal level. No. Senia ye thinking about an exit plan, no, and check. So, and check. I'm entering into farming business myself in Ghana. So, to help with food security in the country on a personal level. I'm putting things in place, trying to secure a land and have a business plan, see what I can do in Ghana. So on a personal level, no, that is in the pipeline. But on the national level, no, I partnered with some agricultural professionals. Some of them are, me find say, agrochemical professionals, and maybe educators, maybe farmers. Many or more are collaborating. So, okay, last year, I conducted a seminar for Ghanaian farmers. It was a Zoom meeting. All was to teach about some of these things near Kamwasem. I didn't get a lot of people, but one of the issue was that when it comes to conferences and seminars and workshops like that, some of the friend members, say, with such events, the people that attend need lunch. They need some kind of I don't know what to say, but
item 13.
Item 13. Very good. And if there is anything like that, it is very difficult to get them. However, they also feel whatever information I'm sharing or whatever program media by was very, very good, and it will help them. But unfortunately, they will not be interested. Saying to me, I provide any form of item 13. So, on the national level now, and that's on a group level, and that's what I'm working on. And then also on personal level, I have a firm that I'm thinking of getting into it. I talked to Mr. Pamford about the patriotic investment, looking at ways for able to me get into it, and then the cattle group, I'm mobile. I wasn't there on that day, but I took my time to listen to it, and that also raised my interest a little bit. Yeah, I like their investment portfolio. We are looking at if we will be able to get into some of these things on a personal level.
Okay. So now, are you open for any engagement? Yemfani said, give and take. If I'm able to connect you to some people that I think are in some high places that can liaise with you, say they are whether to be able to take opportunity of there's a seminar now working to organize something like that and make you like one of the speakers,
right,
one of the educators. Are you open to such engagement?
I'll be very much interested. So
okay,
that is the whole bottom line, to be able to share the knowledge that you have. So if I am able to get that platform, I think I will appreciate it.
Okay, and behind the scenes, I will contact you, and then nipa baako mmienu bi I am privy to them, and I'm close to them. I will link you up now. Yeah,
okay.
How we will be able to take it from there.
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
That's it. So, thank you.
Oh, Ejedu, Kasapreko. Yo, Mr. Ferris, Ube Kabibi, Senemicano, me babe, me the one kwa babe to skin so na ye be actually na wakasa we are nese e dia krosu e dia be twenya me aduma ye program na mbusia for me the tour for the last time monka nyame aduma ochinachi Friday entrepreneur detox asemo na senior oba wabeti on kakra bi a kire mbacho ko
Yo, medase, meda obibiase, meda penifo a wobetai program nechi ase. And then all the comments that came, your recommendations, your suggestions, your comment, I really, really appreciated. Sustainability in the it is not just a word a confusion, so it is just meeting the present need without compromising the next generation's need. So, we make sure it will not affect the generation that is yet to come. The book is for that reason. Immature book, a little bit of knowledge as to how we to protect your farm, because that is a lot of farm that you have nowadays. We are not practicing shifted cultivation anymore. We are not practicing that type of farming anymore. Right now, if you have 5 acres, that is what you have. If you have 10 acres, that is what you have. If you have 5 acres, that is what you have. But if you grow your crops continuously, year after year after year, there's going to be a time you are going to see depletion of the soil health. How can you make sure that land helps you to be in production, and at the same time, your next generation to come? And so that is what the book is about. Intimacy says, if you are a new farmer, if you are in farming, if you are even an educator, if you are a consultant, now here a bit of understanding of what sustainability is all about, especially related to agriculture. A book, a little bit of understanding about that. And apart from that, sustainability is not just in the agricultural field. Because I am in the agricultural field, that is why I have written a book on that aspect. But apart from that, I teach sustainability studies, which is not an agriculture. Talks about fashion, talks about the food waste, it talks about power, talk about water management, it talks about human health. All those things also have connection with sustainability. How I'll be using how I'll be using electricity, how I'll be dressing, the type of clothes you are wearing, and those kind of things. Comes into play when it comes to sustainability. The reason why we are doing all these things is because very soon, if we are not able to do that, a lot of things are going to go wrong. The carbon footprint, we are sure the amount of what they call the carbon that is released into the atmosphere, it can cause a lot of problems if we don't make sure the carbon comes back into the soil and absorb into the plant and all that. What I was saying is get a book and read. Some of them may seem a little bit complex or complicated. If you don't understand anything, we can break it. Mr. Komet was suggesting we can break it into the Ghanaian context, and I said the African context. Send a easy kakrana will be at yes, send you was what yes. Meda Ubibia, Mr. Menu, Mr. Do, Mr. Charles, Mr. Comet, Ubibia or comment Nechibia, Madam was na Mode de be more support here and they be more banner mobility. I believe, sir, if we continue to do this, gradually, we will transform the mind of people. It is surprising to know, sir, we have a lot of farmers in Ghana still, they don't get it. It's like they don't see why they have to change their farming practices. So they are still doing slash and burn. They are still into a lot of things. The use of chemicals, fertilizers, the use of pesticides, and all those things. In a wrong way. It's not bad to use those things, but some of them use it excessively. So those are things I would say. The farming community and the farming, what they call the food system in Ghana. Now would be what Madam Wasi, na Madam Mr. Charles Swasi, and Miss Robia. That's it.
Senior, I mean, sure, that's a privilege here. What the man na waba sɛ ɔne ɛbɛhyɛ sɛdeɛ gye do so baeɛ a ɔne ɛbɛhyɛ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ anyame adom Friday nso senior comment adeɛ baako yɛ medeɛ no sɛ SOS no ɔnyɛ nipa baako ɛna present obiara ɛwɔ possibility sɛ ɔwɔ key a ɔbɛyi so ɛde abɛhyɛ ne knowledge ɛno nti no mo a motie so no mo nso no mo play a important role, because with that ɛnyɛ SOS nyɛ family nti nyɛ sɛ ɔmo share nko knowledge no wɔn nso so comment no so yɛ important. Yɛwɔ nipa no bi wɔ hɔ a ɔhwɛ video na comment no deɛ me body answer deɛ me pray your part. I don't want to say that. Nti nyame nhyira mo nyinaa mo a motumi nya mmerɛ comment na mo nya mmerɛ comment nyinaa no ɛyɛ ne nyinaa ɛyɛ yɛpoto yɛyamo ye posel ni nyina enku da sen ba ku ne mo ti ye beda mo se nyame adoma Friday prompt debtors or debtors ni nyina ebehia wo entrepreneur na bra na yensa ho yare mo obenim eda sanse we ne bi share my next video kohwe cattle for the no GH cattle no wo information bi a hwehwe machira kwan enche bi ombe cross border no untimi mabio nti wa opese wo intention so opese join no hali ya because ma sre empanimfo so omumie kwantum omo betie program na omususu ntimi wura mo bi patriotic fo so ho omo bi omo pro no omo duru handle na eno an omo so betum yetete abetie na ne chan ye de besia nyame adoma Friday besia ye videos no bebrebe ko ne kohwe na jiwoni nyame nhyiranka amen